Hello, welcome back. We're playing the Stanley Parable, and this is what I opened the game to, so we're gonna adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. It's very important. What happens if they're too close? Oh, that's so cute. Okay. What next? Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. What the hell? Wow, look at all these shapes and things. We're just gonna keep going. Wow, okay. 9, please. Thank you. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Okay. Very fun, very fun. I'm just gonna go right there. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Okay, Boinkle or Scrumtush? Scrumtush, definitely. Please don't adjust the slider. Fuck you. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes, yes I do. I can see my other monitor. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yeah. What is time anyway? No, I'm not answering that question. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of secrets. I have a dark past. Help. No. It's not my responsibility. Will you come back to visit me? Probably. If I, just to check out, any other endings. Okay, so now, today we're doing the new content. Click skip, thank you. There's a door with new content. Oh, I need to turn my volume up. It's very quiet.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we just keep going. Wait, what? There was an achievement with 8s, and I want to remember what it was, but I don't remember what it was at all. This?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's called 888. I don't remember how to get it. 428, maybe? Apparently not. It might be I just didn't do it enough, but we'll see. Is there another 8 around here, please? Nope. Well, too bad. We're going to new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
This is the same damn thing over again? I swear to God. We'll be so pissed if it's the same thing. That thing took a long time to do, I think. I don't remember what it was, but I think it took a while. Another elevator. Very good so far. New content. Yeah, that's reassuring. This isn't very new, you know? It just feels familiar.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What the hell? The end is never the end. Again, 427. Okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience.
Investor showcase.
Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Photos of painting K.tga.
2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
This game is so dumb. I love it. Crows. I get it, because the developers are crows. Whatever that name is. It's a bunch of crows. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win, sequential mindshare, paradigm shift, synergy, brick-and-mortar approach, envelope, client-centric marketing. The color red, leverage holistic value. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. They're back, 2 doors. New content is out. New content. Part 2 is in. Old plus busted. New hotness. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. Okay. Cool. Cool. Logo ideas. Which one is your favorite? Leave a comment below. Very nice. This is just a bunch of ferns. That fern is very important, huh? They told me that fern would be important, and wow, it is. My game?
Now,
Okay.
to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
So true, so true. These sequels, I don't know about Dark Souls 2 if you want to go down that road, but I don't, so we're not going to. But Portal 2, Half-Life 2, so good. Can I sit up here? I can't. Can I come in here? I can't. New features. Oh, I have to go this way. Wow, someone spent all this money to make this.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, we're definitely gonna do that. Okay, what else do we have? Merch. Reassurance bucket. New content, okay. We're gonna do the names first. Is that the way out? I want to make sure I get to experience all of this. These doors, do they close? Maybe they'll let me back in. God damn it.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Okay, well since I didn't get to enter it, I'm pretty sure it's... God damn it.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I hate a person named Jim, so no.
Living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I've seen it firsthand, so...
Step forward and press the button.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jim I know is quite miserable, because he's abusive, so... You know.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Which way is the way back? That way, the doors are open. Can I press these? I can't reach. What are all these doors? Where do they go? Okay,
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
no screenshots? Red is the new orange. That seems a little much, dude. The baby is all grown up. Oh, man. The new updated ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the... That looks awful. I can't do this. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change, I think. Not new features, new content, new ideas. Oh, you're crazy. Jump circle, infinite hole. We already did the jump circle. Let's go up here first. The reassurance bucket. I could use some reassurance, dude. I'm very insecure.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Filled of a... what is it, a Fuji ball? Is that what they called it?
The contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
You know that old ball? It was like silver.
Jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
You know, I think this is filled with something.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
That's weird.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
I'm not gonna judge your fetish, but, you know, a little weird.
In the Stanley Parable too.
I put this back. I just get to take it with me, damn. I'm not even holding it by the handle, that's insane. Okay, we'll go...
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
How do I answer you? Oh, this way. This one has more pizzazz, that's for sure. But that one's kind of nicer. You know, we're in an office space, like it's miserable already. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh no.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Oh my god.
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
You're insane. Free, new, and easy achievement? I think I'll do that for sure. What's this? The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
That's sad. Okay. I'm disappointed, I'll say it. Not ashamed. What is this? Expo Hall 2 guide. Okay, we've done the jump circle. We're at this map. Free achievement. The buttons that says we did that. Merch. The reassurance bucket. Office decorations. Okay, we have some stuff to do. What's over here? Jump circle exit. We don't want to go on the exit yet. Let's see. What's over here? What is this? I know I could have looked at the map. I'm not going to. I know. I'm so smart. Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh my god, this is disturbing. Collect? 1 out of 6. Okay. 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 There's nothing back there, I guess. Can I go back there, please? No, I can't. That's fair. You got me.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Infinite hole? Oh, what's this? We've been here. This is, that other door. Go to the infinite hole. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I don't get it. I am scientifically minded most of the time, but I'm not when I'm playing this game. Makes no sense. This game is not exactly for the science part. Can't go up, that's fine.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever.
That's been done in Portal, but okay. All you need to do is make all you need to do is make a portal above another one. It's quite simple.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Well, what happens if I just keep falling?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Can you explain why to me?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
That's your fault.
It's a very deep hole. To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, I just didn't want to die in case it started to loop over. Maybe I should have, though. I might have gotten something for it. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, I think we're almost done. We've done that. That's the exit. Well, let's... Oh. Well, let's go here. What's in here? Free achievement. Pull the lever. No more steps, it just works. Okay. I'm very good at pulling levers.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Well, okay, that's fair. You got me. We'll just leave. That's false advertising, dude. You can't do that. That's like illegal.
What exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Up here? Up. Oh no, it's just that. There was another staircase somewhere. Up here? It just goes to the reassurance bucket. Is that what I see? Settings World Champion. Here we go. I can't go that way? Okay, hold on. Is this... okay, sliders. Okay, we're just gonna do this. There's an achievement for something like this. I don't know if you have to... We're gonna try just sliding it. Shit, what was it? What was the default? Was it 70? We're gonna go with 70. We're gonna stop at 70. There's an achievement for sliding, getting all the numbers on the sliders. We're gonna try it. Maybe that'll open this up. Was it 65?
This is the story. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Forget what this was. 50?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Leave it at 45. That's 44,
This is
sorry.
the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, that's good. 42, okay. 42 and 82. Okay. Oh, there is more. Okay. 80. 80, please. Thank you. Oh, reset settings. We're just gonna do that. Whatever. Shit. Reset a bunch of settings. It reset all of them. Oh no. Was it? 65. 65. I remember.
This is the story of a man named.
I was gonna put it on 40. This on 35. 35. And this on, what was it? 82? Oh my god, I think I have to actually set it to all of them. Okay, sorry. We're just gonna... It'll be worth it, I swear. I'm an achievement whore, okay? Can I just... Oh, I can just, press the... Oh, the keyboard. We'll be done with this in no time. It might not open this door, but it might open the door. Okay, 65. Sorry, this is a little painful. We're just gonna start from 0 and go all the way up. Can I? Thank you.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, thank you.
This is the story of a man.
Oh my god, it's gonna get loud. Sorry.
This
Okay,
is
now 40, 45. Swear to god, if this doesn't get the achievement, I'm gonna be so mad. There are no other sliders. God damn it, how do I do it? Well, I guess we're skipping that. I don't know how to get that one. What's this? It says that's new. I'll go in here. Oh, epilogue. Okay.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, we'll go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Where is the exit? I don't know how to figure out this world champion, the settings champion. Here, give me a minute. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check the achievement and see what it says. Okay, well I did literally what it says, but it did not open this door or give me the achievement. So I set all the sliders to all the available numbers, unless it means you have to get out of the entire menu, which I'm not doing that right now. So we where's the exit? This way. This is where the exit is. We're just gonna leave. We've done everything except the world champion. Do I have to touch this? Okay. Okay. Well, we're done. Let's leave.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Well, you literally won't let me in the space that I think I should be able to get in, so...
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
How... Okay.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh boy. Oh god. Is this where I get it? Okay, 70. I don't think this is gonna do anything. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this already. It's not gonna do it. Credits? Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Can I pop
Stanley
these, please?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now popping the balloons. Got it. What about this one? Oh, here's a reassurance bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do this right, because I think you're supposed to. I want to see what happens when I do it right.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Ah,
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
I literally can't set it down.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety
Okay.
of experiences
Okay, that's enough of that.
the bucket have shared together. Go through, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Oh, upstairs, upstairs. Well,
to his office.
we're gonna go upstairs. I want to experience all this stuff, and I think it might be in the right path, you know? Executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have a pick just one. Here we go.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
You bet I will, dude.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of anything in life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh god.
Except the bucket knew all along. Was the bucket guiding him?
I believe so.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini Stans? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Kind of like a nectarine. Is there even a floor here? Oh, there is. I didn't see the floor, I'll be honest. I thought I was just gonna fall and die. This place should be better lit.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
You got it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh, here we go.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
427.
in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
The bucket is supposed to be reassuring me, thank you very much.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go this way. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Off? Excuse me?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had
and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine, freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Oh no.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh god.
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I no longer know what's happening. We're back here. Well, it's still...
All of his co-workers
Fuck.
were gone. What could it mean?
I wonder if it would let me...
Decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting today, okay. This might be close to the end of
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed
this. It says the meeting is today.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No one's here. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, something both, somewhere both red and blue. Okay, well I guess we are going to collect all of them. There will be a reward for finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? 666 LOL. Lies. Okay. We're just gonna find all of these then. Okay, I think we just have to go the wrong ways now. Cargo room. Trust the completionist instinct. You bet, dude. That's me. Nothing in there. We're just gonna skip that. We don't need that. We go up, so we go down.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I think not. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlets. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Dude, I love that. What were the other... I think the others were going the right way, but going the wrong way after the right way. So we're gonna try that. Because there are lots of wrong ways to go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
What was it?
stunned
2,
to discover
8,
the
4, 5?
individual human life.
5?
Crushed by the weight of this rebel, Stanley guessed by sheer luck.
Yes. Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
I'm surprised I remembered that number. I usually mix numbers up. Okay, I don't remember what the next wrong way is, but we're gonna find it. I want to collect all of these figurines. Stanley, what did he call them? I forget. The hell?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through
Escape.
a large door that bucket would both meet a violent death.
I'm sure.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, thank you.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
You bet. Is this the infinite hole? It's not. This way? No, it's gonna move itself. That's fine.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, we certainly can't do anything about this.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
You sure? Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing on the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and his history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Probably the latter, really?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Oh my god. So many buckets, man. This is insane. Inferno bucket? Can't grab it, that's fine. The stress bucket. Presented without commentary. Cave drawing. Well, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Yeah, okay.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Here we go. Oh, I can't fall. Huh.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run from another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket should take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Okay. Fair enough. There are two more figurines that I want to get before I end this episode. Because I don't know if it will reload this this part if I The bucket's gone.
What could
Bucket's
it be?
gone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, there's the bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I think we're just gonna keep grabbing the bucket, dude. Okay, now we'll go this way.
The bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The place to be.
It was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I just want the figurine, please.
The door on his left to go
Boxes. Lots of boxes. What? I don't remember what the other hints were. There was lots of boxes, though.
Two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Lots of boxes. This is the way to lots of boxes.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd
Oh,
find
God.
it eventually.
We care about you, Stanley. Thank you.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I don't know if I need to not grab the bucket at some point here.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I think that's the bucket. They're talking about the bucket, man. Maybe I just won't take the bucket next time.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No. Why would you do that?
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't get rid of the bucket, man.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
This is what happens when I try.
How does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it for the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I couldn't do it. Could not do it.
prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Well. Okay, we're gonna try not taking the bucket this time then.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And we'll try going that way again because it said lots of boxes. That's the way to a lot of boxes.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We'll try this way, actually, because this has boxes.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, well there were a lot of boxes, and that's apparently the wrong way.
Her, Stanley. You need
Now we have to go through this again. Look, I'm just gonna speed this up for you. Just wait a second.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread.
Actually, I began the game again. I didn't feel like waiting through this.
gone.
Through that.
What could it mean?
We're gonna go back to the meeting room
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
to see the other hints.
He was home.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Somewhere both red and blue. A large room, lots of boxes. Five there be? Just take it from me? Whatever. Look, there's a way that's red and blue.
The staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
This way?
upstairs to the boss's office.
Can't be this way, can it? Because we already came this way. We didn't go all the way through, though. Hold on.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for it. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
This is insane.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
My
Who
bucket?
knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. exclaimed. "Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it." Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What the fuck?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Okay, fair enough. Lots of boxes. Did I go that way without them?
Of a
Oh.
woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Okay, okay. What next? Seriously, a room full of boxes. Oh, this is different.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be
Okay.
the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way,
This is the way to boxes. Where else are there boxes?
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
We are going to
It turned out to be correct.
a large room full of buckets. Or full of boxes.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We didn't have the bucket when we came through here.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Maybe this is the way to the next figurine?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Dark room, well.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
It's not really dark, but okay. Oh, that's dark. Are you kidding me?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket. This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
It's me, your bucket. Press H to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Press Q to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press L to go back to work. Where's L? My keys are kinda beaten up.
Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
All it would ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press L for us to go back home, you bet. This is different.
He's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press M to ignore anyone in your life except me. Yeah, that's my life.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket. This cold, empty bucket. This sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real? Press H to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Am I supposed to move water somewhere? There's no way to. Okay. Relive this same day with me over and over.
God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press M to go home to work to home to work to home. Yeah, okay.
I'm having feelings for the bucket.
Oh my god. This is romantic.
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me.
I think
Give me
not.
the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now.
Close your eyes. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay, well that was not the way to get the collectible. That's fine. I'm gonna keep trying. I don't even care.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Well, we've established it's not that way, so we're gonna go this way.
And entered the door on his left.
You know, there was a way to go through the boxes to get here. And I did not even think of it. Somewhere both red and blue, okay? Red and blue.
Going to the staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Right, we already went this way. No, this is the same.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, we'll be looking for red and blue. I don't know what that means.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We've gone that way. But I don't think there was another choice to make this way.
Rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Might have been an exit in between. We'll see, we'll see.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like
Yes, yes. Just give me the elevator.
The mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's fiery mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
We're gonna try one more thing this way.
Would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh man.
Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Oh man. Yes, this is what I like.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him.
I don't really like
Mind
birds.
control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Fair enough. That's one bucket ending, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
We are... what the hell? This seems different, but whatever, it just changes. We're gonna go this way.
Tightly to his chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Go in this door.
To go back to the meeting, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
It's just the way back, okay. Well, that's a wasted opportunity. Might have to restart this one. Large room, lots of boxes. Begin the game again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
That's not where I'm going, dude.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I think not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go good.
Time to go that way.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something
That's
up
a way
there
we
I need
haven't
you to
been.
do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Can't open that, so that's not an option. So what's in here then?
No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
We have to come this way without the damn bucket.
Not about your behavior.
That is why that's there, I guess.
Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, stand in here for a moment.
They're gonna kill me? It's gonna restart. Okay, good. Oh.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simply,
Can I get off of this?
everything we'll ever need
Can't.
to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It
Oh.
is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Damn right. I'm a genius.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Kinda.
Are you hallucinating? It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I mean, it had like an open roof. You could totally use it as a bucket. Whatever, I'll just say no.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Okay. That's fair. You got me. How many of these do I have to do?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Wow. You're so smart. How could I ever measure up to that?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Is it the figurine? Can I have it, please? Sure.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing
No.
this.
Don't worry.
I'm losing myself.
I guess yes.
It was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god. Okay. We have to try that without the bucket.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
That's what I said.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Dang. Okay, we're gonna try doing that without the bucket and see if we can get past that point. Maybe that's where one is. Swear to God, if I can't find all these, I'm gonna be pissed off. If for nothing else, just because I want to do it.
To a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Takes forever.
Well,
I wish I could
perhaps he
skip
wanted to stop by the employee
faster.
lounge first, just to admire it.
My game is
Grand, majestic,
stuttering.
Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And maybe I'll need to go that way without the bucket? I don't know.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
There has to be something here.
on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I don't care.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Absolutely.
Convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I
Did
don't
that?
know how to
No.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that
Here we
I'm on your
go.
side.
Blue and red.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the figurines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no figurines. None of us can.
Okay, is there a way?
Listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I wonder if one of these goes to boxes? Where else would the boxes be?
You are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere.
Oh, no.
Here, running and
No.
running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would
Please, no.
be so much happier.
Okay, maybe I'll go through the damn blue door.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley... No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh shit. Never mind.
Right. Where were we?
Boxes. We just need boxes, dude.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I can easily come back.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please.
Whatever.
Stanley, no! Oh,
Again?
thank God. You lived. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? go back to the other room? Can you do that for me?
How many times will I have to do this?
How much you dislike my game, but you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting slower. I think.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was, do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing?
I don't think that's gonna get us where we want, so we're just gonna stay in here for a minute.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Okay, so I have to go back? I'm so slow though, come on. Maybe it's just one more time. We'll get there. Let's see. Boxes. Where would we find a bunch of boxes that we haven't already been? Where all did we have the bucket? It's not all the way across the lift. It's not through this way. It might be the storage. I think I might have had the bucket when I went through storage, and that might have put me in a loop that wouldn't be there without the bucket. We'll try that next, I guess. But it's not a big room. The only big room with boxes is like the one that with the lift.
Is it over?
There we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Just one more. Come on. You're gonna ignore the bucket again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
This way.
Came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
God, this is a long video, huh? I'm so sorry.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
We've
left.
established it's not that way, so let's try this way, and let's try going down.
Walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
Can I... thank you? I don't think we got anything down here yet anyway. So this has to be the right way, right?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
We haven't done this ending yet, so
Why would
with
I
the
ever said it was
things.
right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
It's not this way. I don't quite know where to go.
Right, left, down, left.
Unless the escape...
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, this is the wrong way.
No.
Okay, we're gonna restart. That's just a regular ending, which we do not want.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a
No.
matter of time.
Okay, let's go back to the meeting room. Maybe we'll get another hint? Maybe?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Large room, lots of boxes. Move, please. Go to the next slide. Clues. Where are they? Let's see. We already got that one. Ideas. Building a bridge cargo room. Okay, do we need contracts? Potential liability. Can we sell them? What do they want? What do they look like for 27? There are 6. Cargo room, it isn't... What? We went through the cargo room, and there's nothing there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his
Let's
boss's
see.
office.
What is down here? Just this.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting
And this should loop.
he might be fired for that.
It's gonna loop. We're gonna restart. This time we will...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Where else could it be?
Simply missed a memo. The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
I have to feel like the cargo room is the... It says big room. They spot it in a cargo room. That is the big room with all the boxes. Do I have to jump? Is it in the air? They do talk about it, how it levitates.
Door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I won't live if I jump down there, right? Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay, okay, I can do this. She's so good, she found it. All on her own. Got it.
There it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay, there's no way back up, I don't think, so we're just gonna jump. Jump.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
And I think, I don't know what endings with the bucket we haven't done. So I think I'm gonna call it here. That's... I don't know, like it talked about... yeah, okay. So we're back to the normal game. So we did it. We played the Stanley Parable 2, except it's still the sequel. Oh well. The balloons are gone. Is there a bucket? No, you know what?
I'm
Okay.
sorry, but I have to put a pause
Okay.
on things. It's those figurines. Those figlets.
We're not done. We're not done.
Stop thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh my god.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines just one more time.
When Stanley found the collectibles. Is anything different here? I don't think so. I'm just gonna kind of rush through this.
Here's where it all began.
Can you find them?
Collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent.
will never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6. What the hell? Oh man. It doesn't end.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay, we're just gonna go through all of these, I guess.
Let's do a little quiz.
Quiz.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Third, I think, was under the stairs, wasn't it? We found the boss's room really fast.
No. Under the stairs
Damn it.
was the fourth place you found a figure, not the third. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If under the stairs feels like the third place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Okay, they misspelled collectibles and judgments.
What came next? Oh yes, we found a figure in this pink room.
No we didn't.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Always gotta try the doors, just in case. Jeez, this just keeps going, huh? This video is gonna end up being 2 hours long. This is insane.
Fifth mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Video? Where? Oh. Well, yeah, if you've watched this far, congratulations. If you keep watching past this point, congratulations. You're my key audience. Really appreciate it. I didn't think this would go on so long. I would have cut it off way earlier if I knew. Good job, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
You gonna tell me which door I should go through? I'm just gonna go through this door. Oh, they go to the same place. Never mind.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
Again, it's spelled with an I.
Right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Are we done? Please tell me we're done. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
Dear God.
Go backwards. We'll do
Oh my God.
direction. See how that feels.
Please, no. Can I...
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines
how many can I collect? Like, do I get something for just going back through all of it all the time?
in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Or can I just, like, you know, jump off, end it?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video?
Don't play the video again. God damn it. I can speed past it. He's speeding past it.
Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
How much more is there? I swear to God.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
This game takes a lot of patience, you know? Let's, this way? It doesn't open. Okay. Right, so we have that, twice in a row. That's fine.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it?
'Cause it sucks.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Collectible. See, that's how you spell collectibles, with an I. God. Jump circle, we have no...
The terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I think they go to the same place. Fair enough.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember.
Please no. Please no.
Yes, I'm remembering something.
Oh my God.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical.
That's not how you spell skeptical.
With profound thoughtfulness.
Unless this is like the British way to spell things. I wouldn't know. I know American English.
Came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
Can we not?
Just once. And give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Fine, fine.
So very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, thank God I don't have to actually do it, do I? I think that was the end. I don't think I have to do it again, do I? I think that's it. I'm gonna call it an episode here anyway. It's been a long time. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. And next time, I'll probably play through one more time just to get the right endings that I didn't get in the last two videos, including this one. So if you want to see more, like I said, leave a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.